wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, I'll diss my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift. Oh, I feel
we're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please, please, it's too much winning.
Too much winning. Welcome in Dana White Contender Series. We're already at week number 2. It's almost over. Feels like it just started, but you got the boys here. MMA Jeff, Ramon Scott, and Pip Slap POD checking in with you guys for 5 fights tonight on the Dana White Contender Series card. Jeff, Ramon, the big night. It's a big week here coming up. College football kicks off 3 a.m. UFC in Shanghai, but we got this task at hand, boys. Jeff, how you feeling?
Feeling good. Looking forward to some finishes tonight. See some action. They owe it to us after last week, and I think we're going to get it tonight. So I'm looking forward to this card.
Ramon Scott, do you think Dana White talked to these boys and said, maximize your opportunity and go out there and finish these guys?
Well, I wonder if it's part that, or maybe, when you got to cram it in here, right? You got 10 weeks or whatever it is. And you're probably not going to, I guess if you throw them out there sooner and you got something, you can go with them later on the card this year in the big UFC. But I guess we saw that kind of last week. So maybe it was a dud last week, Mike, but just a letdown with 2 contracts handed out. That tied for the second lowest haul in the 9-year history of the series, I think. But back tonight with my sports betting brothers. So we'll see. At least we get 1 or 2 more, I would think, picked up with these big favorites, right? That these guys are supposed to show out. And I would imagine if they just get convincing victories, they'll get it. And like Mikey likes to point out, hey, if it's an upset, they might get it too, right? So we do have one close matchup tonight for sure on the card, but the others we got to kind of find a way to make some money.
Sure be the case, boys. We got the first fight gonna pop off here, and it says about 8:15, so we should have a little time for this. Ramiro Jimenez, Tommy C. Cuozzi, I guess. And we got a big favorite here, -600, boys. The total on the under 1.5 is juicing. And look, from the research I was able to do, we got a guy that can go out there with multiple facets of finish here. He can KO, he can sub, he can play the tactical game. Thing is, we got this Cuozzi guy, gritty, not really fighting anybody out there, just a bunch of unknowns out there. So I guess the question is, does 10-0 Ramiro Jimenez get himself an easy victory here? Boy, limited markets for me as we talk about some of these books. They're only offered me the fight and the round prop out there, and it's juiced. So I guess as I look at this thing, I got to try to figure out a strategic way to play it because it's juicy. What do you guys have on this fight? How are you going to try to get paid?
I see Michael B threw the red X on the under 1.5, so maybe the over 1.5 is a play. But I jumped on Jimenez by KO. I got it at +110 about an hour and a half ago. I see it sitting at -150 now. But I'm on Jimenez by KO.
Knockout, Ramon Scott. What are you thinking about this fight?
I can't see it any other way for Jimenez. I mean, he's got better boxing, good finishing, I would think here. Cuozzi's tough and durable, but apparently his defense shows some holes. So Cuozzi 8-0, 7-0 of which was amassed in Ultimate Battle. That's kind of down there on the ladder for me, but he did win a belt there recently with a first-round knockout. Jimenez, he's from Mexicali, Mike. That's basically Eastern Southern California in a way, the opposite town of Mexicali, Mike and Jeff. That's in Mexico, obviously. But on the other side of the border, when you cross, what that's called? Calexico. Yeah, Mexicali, get it? And then Calexico, California, Mexico, that's on the other side. But 10-0, he was from Combate Global, which I feel like that's a little bit better organization. I could be wrong on that, but did win a title there a couple years ago, but hasn't had a professional fight, we know, in 21 months, but apparently it's all systems go with this guy and his path here to the UFC as that $6 favorite. So I'm just going to agree with Jeff. I'm kind of looking for a way. I don't know if he'll finish him early, though. I'm worried about that, Mike. I was thinking round 2 or round 3. So maybe I do see at where I'm playing today, Jimenez an over at +1, over 1.5 at +170. I couldn't, I don't have a second or third round KO, but that's the way I was looking. Second or third round KO. I guess I could kind of take them both. Jimenez KO second round $5.50, third round $12. So maybe go like 10th of a unit and a third round and a quarter unit round 2. I mean, this is a contender series. I'm not getting too crazy tonight. But that's the way I'm kind of looking at that.
I see the guys in the chat are making some comments here. Yeah, you guys had me at Red X. I'll jump on the over 1.5 with you guys there. Yeah, limited information. Yeah, we might as well ride with the plus money spot here. The goat shed is the part that jumped off the page to me when you look at Jimenez and where he's from. And, well, look, Christian Perez, all right. Jillian the Savage Robertson, Jeff, that's your girl. She's a Niagara Falls gal working out of the goat shed. What do you think about the goat shed, Jeff?
I don't know too much about the goat shed.
They've got Hector Showweather Lombard. He hasn't fought since 2022. Jillian's fighting. Fiona Perez. She's, I guess, a recent fighter. But the rest of them seem to be all on hiatus. So I don't know what we're going to get out of this fight here. Yanni's props to watch. He likes the over 1.5. If you parlay that with the under 1.5 and the over 1.5 in the Lewis Lee Scott battle out there, he's putting it together. Now, I heard some behind the scenes with this young feller that they call the Vegas Runner, and he's got to submit all his action by Tuesday at 9 a.m. So he said they want him to give 3 totals and a pick on every side. And then what they do to open the show is they just parlay all his totals together and say that's the parlay. So there's a little behind the scenes work in terms of how they've come up with those numbers. It's not that he necessarily likes to parlay. It's just that they parlay his 3 sides that he's picked together. So for what it's worth, any insight as to how they're coming up with the secret sauce, it's it is what it is, I guess. What are you going to do? We got plenty of action, though. Lots of things going on, whether Dana White Contender Series is your thing or not. There's a lot of baseball in play right now. Got a lot of action out there. WNBA's in play. There's a lot of games in the WNBA tonight. They still can't figure out how to get the scheduling thing down, Ramon. And the breaking news, the suspected rumor, the Sports Money Sun may be coming to a live stream near you.
We might have to do a GoFundMe, but we can get there.
Jeff, they declined the initial buyout option for the Connecticut Sun. And for whatever reason, whether it be illegal procurement or whatever the process looks like there, sounds like the Connecticut Sun are back for sale. So we might have to go out there and actually acquire a WNBA team here. I don't know. I would imagine we can get it on the cheap. I can't imagine they're selling them for too much money, but what do you think about that, Jeff? Would you go to a game if it was the Sports Money Sun?
Yeah, I'd be there with dildo in hand.
Well said, Jeff. Excellent drop-in. I sent you boys a WNBA update. I don't know if you guys got a chance to check that out or not there in the Sports Money chat, but there was an update. I got a chuckle. I watched it twice. So then I sent it to you guys, and then I watched it 2 more times. It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
I just got my Win Club plays from Mikey. That's all.
Oh, we had a big winner today. The free play was given out, Ramon. We cashed that. I said it was a interesting way to navigate that game. Mbappe to get a goal, and both teams to score no. And it was 0-0 at halftime, so part of me was feeling good, and the other part of me was going, oh, shit. But less than 10 minutes into the second half, Mbappe comes out there and That's what he does. Guy had 42 or 43 goals last year. And hey, don't look now, Ramon, but I might be a soccer capper. 2-0 to start off the old soccer experience here. 1-0 in the EPL, 1-0 in La Liga. How about that?
Hey, you got games every day from around the world. Why not?
We are a worldwide capping entity here. A lot of fun. Redbeard says first hire would be Sophie. God damn right. Sophie Cunningham.
Yeah, bummer for Sophie. God, Indiana can't buy a break here.
So I saw. Was she out for the season?
Man, I mean, how many players can get? I mean, look, I guess they'll make it in the playoffs, but how many players, they've lost here,
Is it wrong to use the term load management, Jeff?
I sent you that fucking thing on Luca. You got hurt over there? How could you say load management, but you want to play ball all year round? I don't understand it. Blows my mind.
Shout out to our guy Dan in the chat. He says, "Nah, your graphics aren't good enough. You can't do soccer, Mike." Well, I tried. I was there. I will take 2-0 though. WNBA stuff that's popping off. The Lynx and the Liberty are underway here into the third quarter. Boy, the revenge home narrative for the Liberty taking off now, 54-46. The Connecticut Sun gave out that first half plus 3.5 out there. I did think they might win on the money line. They're up 40-35 with 3 minutes left in the second quarter. The storm in the sky. The storm in the sky. How about that storm down in Florida? Did you guys see the fucking path that thing's taken? Holy shit. Anyhow, 12-11 in that game.
Long way around.
Dude, that storm, literally, that's more than a storm, right? It's a hurricane, I guess. And
mind of its own.
Man, that thing is just zigging and zagging. It's doing the shuffle all around that Florida panhandle. And I can't decide which coast it wants to dominate more. Looked like it was going to tuck up into Texas and Galveston area, but it looks like it's going to settle for taking advantage of the Atlantic coast and firing off on North Carolina. Seems like it's generated some cooler temperatures up here. Dan says, great work on your picks, though. Okay. Let's go. They're in the ring, boys. 5 fights tonight. Love the Tuesday cards. A little shorter. We did talk about this earlier today. We were talking about this backstage. It's going to be a live stream extravaganza. Got a 54 show deal rolling Thursday night football, Saturday UFC, Sunday night football, Monday night football, Tuesday night Dana White Contender Series. You guys, this is going to be the place to be for live betting, making that cash. We're going to do it together. We're going to see what we can do here through the fall season. Fall's our time. NHL is going to start. Wait till you see MMA Jeff firing. Guy comes up with all kinds of crazy shit out there. Shots on goal props and fucking first goal scorers, last goal scorers, first penalty getter, number of penalties. I mean, you'll wait and see. You're going to see. We're going to show you guys. We're going to make you guys believers here in what we have to offer up. Shout out to everybody that is here, though. Make sure you smash that thumbs up as mentioned. Appreciate everybody. Anteaters Chronicle, Redbeard, Nicholas Handy's rolling, Michael B, Brandon B's in the house. How about that? Anteaters Chronicle says to be continued. AJ's rocking with us. Appreciate all you guys. AOD, Nicholas Handy, DJ Hardy, DJ Scumbag says hit the like scumbags. Appreciate you guys giving us the Red X report as well. Dan, of course, Dan the man. Make sure you guys are checking out what he's doing over there on Couch Lords. Dana Delps here, Bo Jackson. Shout out to everybody, man. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Trying to have some fun, trying to make some money, trying to build this account. It's kind of my pilot account here I got one specific for Dana. I tell you what, this continues along the process it has. BetUS is going to find the fuck you button, and I'm going to move it right on over to Bet Online because there are just limited options with BetUS. Nice interface, but they certainly aren't paying me. Michael B says Brewers up 1-0. I really wanted to take them, but why is the price so cheap? Jamison Tyone coming back from the IR, IL, whatever they want to call it. I was going to fade the Cubs out of spite. Cardinals are up 6-2 over the Marlins. Toronto Blue Jays 5-1 over the Pirates. The Mets are up 6-0 over the Nats. Figures I parlay well, actually I didn't. I guess I just took the Mets over. I need the Nats to fucking do something. Wake up, boys. 14 straight overs on the road in series openers for David Peterson. The Phillies up 4-1. Boston's taking a lead 1-0 over Tomoyoki Sugano, Jeff, the Japanese sensation. Houston Astros tied 0-0 with the Tigers. The White Sox 3-2 over the Braves. The Texas Rangers tied at 1. The Twins are up 1-0 over the Athletics. The Brewers up 1-0 over the Cubs. And we're underway in Dana White Contender Series. Shout out to Redbeard. Redbeard in the house says, get in the green. He says, gifting the sports money membership. Cheers to you, Redbeard. Appreciate you, my dude. Let's go. Let's have ourselves a show, boys. Let's make some fucking money.
Boys are swinging in there.
I don't care if it's a good show or not. I just want to make some fucking money. How about that? Selfishly. The Athletics. I got my eye on the live fire button, boys. I think I'm going to fire live, actually. It's not just, my eye's not just on it. I'm taking advantage of it here. The Athletics. Plus 202. They were 122 pre-flop, and I parlayed the Athletics with the under team total under 4.5 for the Minnesota Twins, but now at plus 202. This is some good money. I suspect this thing will fall apart in the second half for this Minnesota Twins team. Good news. The DK locator button has found me. I am not having to place the bets on my cell phone. That's a pain in the ass, man.
Yeah, it is.
You know, Mike, back in season 1, week number 2, they did have that was like the first episodes of Dana White Contender Series. They had I think either 1 or 0, and then season 6 of week 1 also had just 2. We're getting some fury here. It's big trouble here for Kuozi. He's withstood it, it looks like, but still
got up.
Relentless. In season 6 of week 1 also had a lower count than 2, I think, in that one compared to, last week, just 2 contracts.
Yeah, I tell you what, there's a lot of hate for it, but there were some dogs that won. Anytime we can see them dogs finding a way to come through, I get pretty jacked up. I mean, big favorites that are going to distance, yeah, they should not get a contract. We talk about it when we cap these fights for the UFC. You're a big favorite, 600, 700, 800. Got to be finishing those dudes.
You got to finish. And, like it is tough, right? For the dog too, sometimes, they can get a win here, but, if you get a win over an 800 favorite on a split decision or something, is that really going to get you no, if you go out there and knock the guy out or something, they're going to end this.
Yeah. You're just getting KO round 1. Cash it.
That'll score you. He'll advance. He'll get signed on that.
Oh, absolutely.
Was expected. Hey, I did get a chance to. I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but the projected plan for the new Apex with the 5,000 plus seating looked all right. I mean, it looked like the same thing.
I saw that.
Oh, really? Okay, I haven't seen that. I want to see that. You were also talking about, and we'll get the poor guy on his stool there. Baseball is going to be announcing their finishing up their future TV. We already know some of the moves that they've made. Apple says we're done. Friday Night Baseball, that didn't work. Nobody was watching that shit. So Peacock takes over, and they'll have exclusive wild card, I believe. Or they'll have the wild card, and they'll have Friday and Saturday exclusive for them now. I think Fox, maybe it's just night, but NBC Peacock's going for some baseball. MLB TV will be sold to ESPN for quite a bit of money, and Netflix gets the home run derby.
Really? Netflix making themselves. Well, I know how much Jeff likes Netflix sporting events. Wow. I'll tell you what, expansion team news. They've, with this potential realignment, somebody asked me yesterday on the show, what do I think about the realignment considerations? I'm conflicted because the NHL keeps things kind of in their geography, and it makes a lot of sense the way they've set it up. I hope they don't drastically overhaul and start merging NL teams and AL teams together, right? Like the Mets and the Yankees being in the same division. That would kind of suck.
We saw that, right? If you saw that the realignment, I think it looks good, but I think they've really got to be careful there. If they move too many teams. I mean, I know I'm getting old. Maybe my brain cells, Mike. I still kind of get confused with Houston and Milwaukee sometimes.
Well, the thing about it is they're talking about being able to make some room for expansion, which I guess, look, there's some shit teams out there, AKA the Pirates, and they don't want to spend money and they're just content being slobs. And then you look at teams like the Rockies, right? Another shit team. Like, you just can't find a way to get better. I think they're making a move to get the Athletics better because they want them to go to Vegas and have success in year number one. We see that with the NHL. We saw that with the WNBA. We'll see that. We'll see what happens with the Raiders. They're still trying to figure it out. But two expansion teams I heard that are high on the list. I don't know if you guys heard this or not, but the city of Nashville, hot opportunity for that city to get an expansion team for the Major League Baseball.
They want it bad. They deserve it.
They do. They host I don't know. Like I said a couple months ago, I don't know where the fuck Nashville came out of, what rock they crawled from, but they're getting all kinds of events out there. They hosted the NFL draft. That was a pretty cool experience there with a lot of that outdoor shit going on. But the second one, I don't know what you guys think about this, but Salt Lake City, Utah is another team that's, I guess they're starting to become a sports city. They hosted the Olympics way the hell back when. And apparently they're deserving of a baseball team. They got a hockey team.
Man, I think they'll be short. I think they'll end up short of any bid.
I would think that they would want to get the hockey team established before bringing another sport in.
Flood them. Well, it's probably going to be two or three
different seasons, but they're Mormons.
I'm sorry if Jeff, did you hit this one perfect here first round? I'm sorry if I didn't.
I wasn't able to. I wasn't able to play the first round. I took the over 1.5 for a small play just because Red X was on the under, but I did have the KO.
All right.
Okay.
These fucking guys and their fucking names on this next fight, 8:40 start. Ramon, why don't you take a stab at that one? You talk to us about this. I don't know. I don't even know where to begin with that. There's so many vowels and consonants, and they're all. Yeah. That first guy's name looks like a Scrabble play that's not quite finished yet. It's like 2 moves away from a Scrabble board there on this first guy's name.
No problem. Disrespect. You guys want to hear me go through that? You can always watch our preview show. Also, every week here with BB, run it late on Sunday nights with the Dana White Contender Series preview there. We always have a guest there, and we previewed it. So let me just kind of go over the notes here with 27-year-old Josh Hockett. He's from Clovis, California, fights out of Fresno. He's 5-0, guys, but look at his resume. 3-0 in LFA, 2-0 in Bellator, all finishes. Comes in off of a win in LFA back in May as a minus 1,200 favorite. He's been minus 700 or better in all 5 bouts, and it's not like he's in some chump series. I mean, I know Bellator, what we're doing here nowadays, but still started out there and has been in LFA, so that looks pretty good, right? For Guilherme Uriel, a 28-year-old from Brazil fighting out of Sao Paulo, he's 6-1. 4-1 in LFA, comes in off of a round 1 knockout win in February as a minus 175 favorite. His lone loss came via round 1 knockout in the LFA back in November of 23. Was a $2 favorite on that night, brother.
All right, well, I'm going to jump in real quick because I got Hockett by KO for a full unit. I got it at plus 130 about 2.5 minutes ago. It's now down to plus 110 for Hockett KO. I also sprinkled a quarter unit on Hockett's submission at plus 180. That's now down to plus 160 over at BetOnline.
I like that sub prop too, specifically because of the wrestling, right? Like from what I could read out there was Hockett kind of has that, I don't want to say specialty, but he can certainly KO. He's that guy too. But it did look like from I guess performance out there, collegiate wrestling experience. You don't want to fuck with wrestlers. Let me tell you that. I've made that mistake a few times, and let me just say their center of balance is fucking crazy. Nicholas Henry says submit a Brazilian with the question mark though.
Quarter unit as a shot. To Mike's point, they could get to the mat, and if he sees an arm, he's going to snatch it up. But I'm a full unit on the KO.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the book only offers me so much, so I'm trying to make the best of it. There is no inside the distance for me. There is no hoke it to win in under certain. I can't get any of that stuff, so I'm just doing the best I can with what I got.
Shout out to you guys. I see you calling it out there in the chat. The A's, well, they've gone up 2-1 after that live bet at plus 202. Let's go. That's what we do best, boys. We live bet with the best of them. Not like the rest of them here. We're giving it to you guys live on screen. You get it on a real-time basis when you check in with us. You guys know the deal out there.
I'll be right back, boys.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to play. I hate to do this. I'm going to play Bet US like an asshole and just start jacking right now. Hoke it. I hate this minus 400. I'm going to do it. I'm going to pound these fucking favorites big time. And then I'm going to take this cash out when I'm done tonight. And I'm going to go put it over on Bet Online, Ramon. There's 2-option bullshit. Side and total. Fuck. What am I supposed to do? I'm a prop better. I'm a coxman. You guys know the deal. Appreciate everybody rocking with us here. Hopefully you made some cash with that KO call that Jeff gave out there. That was a good call. Certainly ragdoll that dude. And I think we see that here. I do think we see a little bit of a dominating performance. I don't think this is the spot you want to take the dog. I'll tell you, a parlay I put together. It's going to be later on in the battles here, but there's a conversation going on right now about this Lewis Lee Scott and his weight miss. I mean, his price tag come down a little bit to this minus 290, but I'm going to parlay him. I'm going to put him together in a parlay with Jose Delano, the big favorite out there, but at least it drops it down to a minus 150. That seems reasonable in terms of the land of juice. I did see the Scuntbag play of the day came through on pregame and tonight, Ramon. Cam Roston was part of the parlay for the Scuntbag play of the day, so that may be a little plus money opportunity. Redbeard says BetOnline sucks too. Yeah, well, listen, they all suck. The BetOnline went to that process where they said we're not requiring crypto deposits anymore. I don't know, Ramon. I spent a dozen hours. I'm going to say 12 hours dealing with customer service at BetOnline to try to get them to go from the crypto deposit requirements I had to their new credit card acceptance process. And they still couldn't give it to me. I just gave up. But what are we going to do, Ramon? I can't just have sides and totals. I need a prop.
No, I've mastered the crypto game, even in my years.
My problem when I do the crypto deposits, it doesn't matter. 100% of the time I've made a crypto deposit. Every time I've gone to get it into the account that it's got to go into, it's lost money from the time I fucking deposit it. I don't know how everyone keeps talking about cryptos up so much because I literally, if I put $100 in, it's worth 98 when I go to deposit it somewhere else. I don't know.
Well, there's sometimes a small fee, depends on what where you're getting your crypto, and some of the transfer options you have to use one that you have kind of the transfer option available to the book. I know it's difficult, but even I've mastered it a little bit.
I did it here with Bet US to start this thing off. I threw a couple $100 in. It came back. It was 10% light. Now, I guess that could be a service fee, but it didn't seem like there was. I don't know.
You got to watch out, actually. I mean, I learned the hard, sometimes the service fees can be, it fluctuates because it's all dependent on the blockchain, or I don't know how, but there is sometimes you can get, the fee can be, you got to check, make sure, look at the fee before you send. Sometimes the fee can fluctuate and you could end up paying an abnormal fee where you're like, hey, how did that happen? And then all of a sudden you're like, what the WTF there? So, all right, we're getting our guys here into the octagon here at the Apex.
All right, a natural fucking disaster. This Houston first 5 under 3.5 should cash. The total's at 3.5 right now. So for the full game. So the first 5 looks pretty fucking good. They're in the 5th inning. The Braves and the White Sox. 4-3. The Braves took the lead back. The Rangers move up 2-1. The Brewers still hanging on to that 1-0 lead over Jameson Taillon and the Cubs. Big Fat Paulie says, yes, fees. Yeah, it's really making it inconvenient to use the offshore books. Ramon, we cashed the Connecticut Sun plus 3.5 first half bet. That's in the bank right now. That one just
I put in the chat because you said on the show that the Connecticut Sun has had, I believe you said a good. I don't know if you said good, but you did give them a lot of credit for that 6-27 record. You said the Connecticut Suns had a solid season. I think that's what you said.
So, I don't know if I said that.
You did.
I think I said the Washington Mystics are bullshit. Something.
Yeah, I totally disagree with that. In fact, they're such a good second half team. I think they will. I think they can come back to win this game. They are incredible, actually, in the second half. They are a poor starting team for sure. I don't know if they can get the money though. Now, I mean, they're down a dozen. It's a pretty dismal performance for sure.
We have seen in the WNBA they snatch it up like that though. Next thing you know, that was a good snap. I don't know if you guys caught that. That was very
on point. I saw the prop there. Hoke it inside the distance was minus 330.
Hoke it. Guillermo. Uriel. It was well said, Ramon. Well done. I give you credit. Give you credit where it's due. The Liberty are busting up the Mystic, though. And it looks like that's probably going to be the way it stays. They're starting. Don't blink. If you did miss that Seattle Storm play I gave out at minus 10.5, it is minus 10.5. Now it's minus 9.5. You're getting a better number now.
Yeah, the return of Angel Reese tonight for
Was she back?
Chicago.
I didn't know if she was going to be back or not.
Yeah, I'll get her numbers here. In fact, right now, see what's going on there. Kind of
over in the rebounds.
A lot of baseball here right now. So,
what about the me-bounds, Jeff?
All right, Hockett there. A little bit of a takedown there, and she's got 8 points so far, 3 rebounds.
Did he get a warning for that there, Silent Rob? I don't have the volume on.
Hockett just kind of carrying him around a little bit, riding his back, but not much action going on here.
Yeah, I saw it too. I didn't see
heavyweights here. Some heavyweight action.
Big boys. This guy's trying to take over the Martin Boudet spot.
Yeah.
We dump 300 pounds on you and see if you can get out of it. White Sox tied up 4-4. Baltimore pulls up 2-1 over the Boston Red Sox.
Okay, let's go White Sox. Let's go Orioles. I took him on the show this morning for sure.
Needs to throw some shots at him. Just trying to rag down him's not going to get you a contract.
That's tough to lug around all that weight, right?
Yeah. Scoring a bunch of Abu Dhabi points.
Now they're standing up again here.
And
it's still Hockett kind of migrating around the ring. It might be another takedown or so there. He's on his back.
His limbs are too thick to get a leg lock on him.
They got about 2 minutes left in the first round. Back to the center of the cage. Going to stand and bang maybe for a few minutes.
Mike's got the colors right.
I don't know. That's not salmon. I'd say it's either burgundy or brick red. I'm not sure.
Champagne.
Champagne. That sounds like a good one, Jeff.
Oof, some big boys. Going the distance.
Well, Hockett did land something there, at least stunned him. But hey, the other guy, beginning of the name, Ariel, throws a couple of left hands there too.
I'll tell you what. Looking ahead for that next fight with Scott, man, he was like minus 450. He's down to plus or minus 290.
Ugh. As big as those legs are, that big boy Hockett just puts himself on top and drops. 5 of 9 takedowns for Hockett.
Brain some elbows. See, this is what I was saying the other day. I don't like. There's just you're not even trying to hit him. Now he is, but
yeah, he's giving him the business now. Not like that last fight. That last fight, man, every time elbow, he connected. Fist, he connected. Kick, he connected.
Hockett will win the round. Not thrilling, but I think you got to score it his way here.
So we got 5 fights, boys. How about over under 6.5 contracts tonight? What would you say?
Take under for the max.
Under max bet, a mortgage bet.
Absolutely.
Jeff,
Rarely see losers get maybe once every few weeks they've given the contract to a losing fighter as well.
I would say probably under.
Silent Rob says 3 exacta. Redbeard gives the under 4. Is that it? Nope.
What's going on? Why is there such confusion there?
I think Hockett was pissed about something.
The round was over. Saved by the bell. Nicholas Haney says 10-9 Hockett. You could almost argue 10-8.
Oh God, no. I mean, there wasn't enough. He didn't do. He hardly did anything. He did win, but
he just dominated the dude. Look at all the how much more grease you can rub on this guy's face. Silent Rob says he literally spit on himself.
So
this guy won't even sit in the chair on the other side of things.
In his corner, huh? He wants to get out. Maybe this will motivate him to finish it now, huh? Tough guy.
Nicholas Handy says Hockett was chirping the big boy for being tired. I kind of like that. I kind of get down with that.
And then
you're a 350 favorite. You're gonna be talking. You better finish it right now.
Yeah, you better do something for sure. Boy, they're really hyping up the UFC Vancouver event, huh? October 18th.
2 fights get added here, I think, today. Let me see if I can get those. Yeah, here he goes. A little steamed, right? He might be able to end it here now, Mike.
No, he's looking.
Right to work on this guy. Probably end it right here.
Yeah, it looks like it's just a matter of when.
Oh, man. Choke him.
He got tired of beating on him. That's what happened there. Well, he almost punched him in the bag.
So, main event, DeRitter and Hernandez there in Vancouver, huh?
I like that. I think that's a good matchup. That's Jeff's boy.
Matchup.
Jeff's boy's in that fight.
Who?
Is it Fluffy Hernandez?
Mm-hmm.
Is Feely going to be on that card, Jeff?
Probably.
Feely, Fluffy, parlay.
Parlay to play.
Keep doing it until it doesn't pass.
There we go.
That's it. That's enough. See, the ref gave him a slap. You're dumb, big boy.
Is that 2 contracts?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. Look, he's down. He's hurting. He's down. He's hurting. He's hurting. I'm squirting and I'm getting a refill. I'll be right back.
Big Fat Polly says the A's loaded, no outs.
Sounds like a crazy Friday night.
All right. What do you think there, Ramon? You think he's getting a contract?
I do. It wasn't thrilling or anything, but probably the other guy probably shouldn't have been. Again, okay, they are set up fights, I guess, right? But hey, the guy went off at 350 here. I don't know if he covered 350. I guess if he has early second round knockout, you covered 350. But
yeah, I think if you come in under the 1.5 mark, you're pretty good.
But the other guy's just a sitting duck down there, right? I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, he clearly got out wrestled. Couldn't stop a takedown. He's lucky that Hokit didn't start swinging in round 1.
All right. The other guy can't. Your man's there, or Mike's man's there saying, hey, can you at least get up here for the.
All right, the Rockies and the Dodgers are going to pop off, fellas.
All right.
Boy, these Dodgers, man. How about these Rockies? Second most winningest team in the last 2 weeks next to the Milwaukee Brewers, Ramon Scott.
The Brewers are 40-10 in their last 50 games, or 40-11 now after this morning's game, but
40-11. At what point does that carriage turn into a pumpkin?
Playoffs.
It's one of the best streaks in Major League history. You remember the Dodgers back about 8 years ago. Remember they were 47-8 at one point down the stretch of the season. The Dodgers were on fire. That was one of the best stretches in MLB history. Remember the 1984 Detroit Tigers went 35-5 to start the season. They eventually won the World Series. And this and the fact that the Brewers also have not only this incredible streak, but also an 11-game winning streak earlier in the season, which is I think I don't want to be the guy that's fading the Brewers because of past. I'd rather be the guy that says, hey, they can do it. I mean, these are numbers that are kind of unprecedented. I know we look at this and say, hey, who's the ace, right? Really, who is the superstar? Could argue that Christian Yelich is still kind of a superstar.
Wow, Josh Hockett's rocking his Macho Man Randy Savage look right now. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do a Randy Savage.
Where's Laura?
I don't know.
Haven't seen Laura.
This one here, though. Ramon, I'm going to tell you this. When it comes to the Brewers, the entire fucking team hits 250. They're all hitting at the same time, and that's why they're putting runs on the board. At what point does the law of large numbers come into play? You can only continue to have everybody. They're 250 hitters, and they're all hitting like 400 right now. At some point, you are who you are. You're going to come down to the back of your baseball card.
All I need is home advantage in the playoffs. No, I don't want to be the guy fading them. I think the squares, like maybe you, are in this situation.
Call me a fucking square.
Yes, I think the squares want to fade the Brewers. I want to take the Brewers because so many people want to fade this team right now. A lot, I think you are on the popular opinion, Mike.
Well, I said this the other day. The problem I have is all the trends are broken. I'm a trend guy. So they're all broken because every trend you look at, they're fucking winning. They just keep winning and winning and winning. It's like, oh, there you go. Anthony Gallo gave it to me. Step into a Slim Jim. Ooh, yeah.
I was thinking about that. What Anthony says, right? I think is exact. I don't know what it's going to get you. I don't even know. I'm sure Dana sees the interviews, right? Because he's right there. So, you want to come. Do you really need this type? I mean, if I'm on there, I'd be like,
I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. It looked entertaining. It doesn't look like he had some Randy Macho Man Savage pose in him there. I don't know what he said, but it looked entertaining.
Sure. I mean, I'd score you down. I'd be like, oh, geez. I mean, come on.
He's got the sports money logo on his chest, though. I might have to reach out to him. Matter of fact, I'm writing it down. Do you see that or no?
Yeah.
You get that. Hey, Jeff, if you guys get the guy to put a tattoo, now we're talking.
I wrote it down. I got it written down. I got Hockett dash.
Forget the trunks. This guy's got a sports money logo on his bicep.
Well, he got it on his fucking chest, dude. It's across his chest. Do you see it? It's literally the size of his fucking chest.
I didn't hear the promo there. So
he's gonna go if he's gonna go Randy Macho Man Savage and he's gonna rock the sports money tattoo, I think we're gonna have to try to get this guy on.
Well, in all fairness, he showed he could wrestle, so he could get Dana on the wrestling side of things.
Big Scott says it'd be hilarious if Dana doesn't sign him. Dodgers already up 1-0.
Redbeard said he'll get a tat for $1K.
For $1K? Would it be as big as that? I mean, that dude literally had the sports money tattoo on his chest. I'm not lying. I don't know if you guys noticed it or not. It kind of looked like an ink blob at first, but as he was walking away, I could clearly see. I'll reach out to him, guys. You don't worry about it. I got it. We're going to cash the first 5 under 3.5 in the Dodgers-Astros game.
Impossible. The Dodgers, you just said, took the lead.
I'm sorry. Tigers and Astros game. Excuse me, Ramon. Thanks for keeping me accountable. Let's go.
Somebody please tell me where else you're going to have this much fucking fun. You the man.
Ramon, I have a goal for the Major League Baseball season. I'm kind of running out of time to get there, but I do have a goal. I'd like to finish the baseball season up 200 units. It's a little lofty. I got about 80 to go.
Hey, make sure you get Mike's plays over on Winnable.
Oh,
Shoot 200 units, so you might as well get signed up right now. Use the promo code NFL25 to get 8 months for the price of 6. Take you right through the end of the baseball season and then right back to opening day. Subscribe now over at winnable.com/Mikey Money.
If we do hit the 200 unit mark, I should say when we hit the 200 unit mark. You know, some people are like, "Oh, we've had a good little run. I'm going to up my
pretty good run. 200
units. Up my unit size." I'll tell you what, I will up my unit size for baseball next year.
That's serious. You know, Jeff. If a guy won 200 units, he might start paying his co-hosts.
Yeah. Imagine that. Oh, we got to get a sponsor, boys. You get.
Oh, Alejandro Kirk, home run, my man.
Let's go. A's continue to move up the board now. 4-1, I think, is the score in that Oakland Athletics game.
All right.
We paying picks around here. Hey, how about this? 79-75. The Lynx are trying to make a comeback in this thing. Maybe a little too late situation.
Yeah, but they could get the money here. We're down to the final minute right now. And that line, I mean, obviously a huge flop there from Minnesota to the Liberty. It was really based on it. I think feels like it was sharp action because everybody was still, I don't know, it felt like the general public was like, wow, this Lynx team, and hey, they're hanging in there, no doubt about it. They, like I said, they could cover as a dog here.
Redbeard says, let's go Seattle. I don't want Seattle to win this game, but I was thinking Seattle could win this game. I thought Seattle was going to win yesterday's game.
Mariners.
Yeah, Seattle Mariners, yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. No, I couldn't do it tonight. I'm on the Phils run line.
I just saw something. And pitcher coming back with his rehab assignment through better base. I mean, I know it's AAA, but the dude was fucking nuking everybody in AAA. Look at this. Our guest is backstage. He's ready to go. Let's bring him on. Yeah, sharp Sharpie in the house. What up, brother? How are you?
I feel like showing up without a shirt to that song is right. Like, I feel like I should be shaking my titties and shit and making some money.
How you been, brother?
Bro, family shit, bro. Family comes first right now. And
Yes,
that and YouTube doesn't like me. So either which way, fuck them both. We're here on your channel today, bro. We got fights going on, and Christopher Sanchito fucking murdered them bitches for me earlier, so I'm a happy guy.
We got some action in play across the board here. The Dodgers are up 2-0 to finish off their portion of the first inning. The Cubs tied it up. All that Brewers talk, the Cubs tied it up. The Athletics are up 5-1 with some runners in scoring position, albeit they've got 2 strikes and 2 outs. The Yankees are in this fucking rain delay. Fucking rain delays here, but the Mariners tie it up 4-4. Mets 7-1, top of the 9th inning. I could use one more run in that game, not going to lie to everybody. And the Blue Jays are up 7-1 over them Pirates. The Cardinals up 7-4 over the Marlins. And the Astros and Tigers are tied at 0. Sharpie. Any baseball action? What's coming up with the little black book? Where are we at? What are we firing on?
Bro, the one I fired on today was Chris Sanchez, but that, like I said, he's over with. He had 12. I needed 7, and I'll take it. But I was a vagina and also parlayed him 6 with Hunter Green to get 6. I think Hunter Green gets 8, but if they pull him at 75 like they did last week, then fuck me in the eye hole. How do you get 8 on 75 pitches? So I took him down to 6. If he gets 6, I'll be happy. Take my money and run. Yeah, I wanted to bet Joe Ryan, didn't pull the trigger like a pussy. And he's probably going to end up on 7 or more. So those were the only 2 I really wanted to bet today besides Hunter Green. But fuck, bro. Until they let him go 90 plus, I can't fucking bet that. He's at 8 strikeouts. That's 90 plus pitches right there. I have to know he's going 90.
Pitching and catching, Jeff. What are you going to do with this fight? We've got these guys walking out to the ring. We'll get back to baseball here in just a
let's
second.
talk fighting, bro. We're here for fights today.
I put a small play on the dog in this one, just based on the Scott not making. We're struggling to make weight. The line dropped significantly against him, so I'm taking a small play on the dog here. My original look was Scott by KO, but I'm going dog, small play.
Ramon, how about you? What are you doing on this fight?
No, I'm probably not going to take a fighter from India.
Seems like a fair strategy.
Look, they'd love to have a guy from India for sure emerge here, and they're trying all they can. But this guy 5-0, 2-0 in Caged Fury. His last fight was last October. Scott comes in with a PFL win, and then went back to Aries and got a sub win back in February, round 1 sub win as a -125 favorite. So I got to go with Scott here. ITD at even money will be my play here. I think his experience is pretty significant here in this fight.
I parlayed Delano and Scott together. It sucks, but it's a lot better than the numbers they've got. So, look, I think you can. I'm gonna take some. I know Scott missed weight. Whatever, it is what it is. This guy's a fucking big dude, and he's playing against a little guy. So I'm gonna go with the under 1.5 as well, plus 220. Spry as he may be, unless you're from the Kundahar province.
Oh yeah, I spent 3 weeks there, and that's last week.
He's fighting out of Falls Church, Virginia. Make no mistake. But still, it was like
hey, motherfucker! You don't motherfuck me, motherfucker. You worship the coward, die.
Die his family. Fun stuff. We're underway. Fight number 3 of the night. Good stuff.
Ooh.
The boo-boo? The old boo-boo position?
Nah, he fucking threw a kick, bro, and he was a half inch from his face being clashed. But there's been a whole lot of dancing.
Liberty's going to dribble out this clock and win here by 10.
All right, they pulled it back up. The Cubs roll up 2-1. Cubbies.
That was a winner for me on the Win Club, actually, with the Liberty tonight.
Hey.
Oh, he's going for a leg lock. The guy from India. Oh. Better turn over and punch him in the face. He's about to get tapped.
Yeah.
That's in deep, bro. White dude's going to tap. Oh, he's pushing off, trying to.
Over.
Oh, God. God. Oh, and he lets go of it. What a dumbass, bro. What a dumbass.
What are you doing?
He's getting a better grip.
He's got a grip on it.
Oh, he got on it again. This motherfucker is a leech. You come here, motherfucker. I got you. Now they're back to their feet.
Shout out the Mets. They scored that 8th run I needed. Let's go. Critical notice. The Mets just scored. The over is in play. Real deal McNeil, Jeff. Of course.
Ooh.
Redbeard, I'm not going to be disparaging about your Mets, but I can't fucking pick a guy on the Mets team to save my life. I don't know how they even hit runs. Francisco Lindor has been batting around a 600 for the last 2 weeks. Yeah, he's got 1 hit, 1 run, but he's got nothing in terms of actually being an offensive productive player. Juan Soto got dissed at the Little League World Series. Did you guys see that?
No.
They asked that little Korean kid if he wanted to see Juan Soto, and he was like, he's a little overhyped. Or what did he say?
Oh, nice.
Hey, speak the truth.
Yeah, it was great. And
you're was McNeil just homer? Is that a live?
Real deal.
Why was this still on my TV? Is what I should be doing.
Real deal McNeil. Peterson looking for them overs, 14 straight overs when he's a road starter in an opening game of a series. And right now it's kind of a push. I thought the line opened at 8.5, but I got it at 9 with the over. So we'll see if
Bro, I kept tripping on how the fuck there was an 8.5 in the Scooble game. I was like, is this some trap or something?
Yeah, if you got that, please let us know. Obvious market you want to take too much advantage of that, but I mean,
bro, that should have been a 6.5 in October. That's a 6.5.
Well, I never saw. I mean, 8.5. The way I monitored the action, the line never touched anything close to even 7.5 over. But I deal with different books.
I thought that it was a 7.5. Like fucking BetMGM, ESPN Bet had a 7.5, bro, and I was like, how? How is this not like a 6?
Yeah, so a couple of books opened 6.5 over 25, but eventually closed.
Final
7.5 under,
which is crazy in my opinion.
This is as expected here, huh?
3 shutouts in 4 games for the Astros, I think was the number.
Bro, this is 2 playoff teams, bro, having 2 of their best pitchers going.
Yeah. Oh, it's a Cy Young showdown right now. Hunter Brown.
Both showing up.
Yeah. 5 Ks for Hunter.
The one guy who didn't show up is Paul Skeens. He got sodomized.
Okay with that.
Me too. I didn't bet him, and I didn't bet him to win no Cy Young.
Good round there for Sekumar.
Shout out to Nicholas Handy. He scores at 10-9.
Kumar? What kind of name is that anyways?
This man is of Indian descent, and
3 O's.
UFC's been trying to find some Indian talent, but they have not been able to do so. trying to tap into, market with the
A lot of people.
huge.
They use little TV sets over there, though, I heard.
Lots of Gitmo sandwiches.
Shout out to Harold and Kumar.
Nicholas Handy. His name is Sakumar.
We got you. We got you, Nicholas Handy. It doesn't matter if you were or not. Lee Scott going to try to put some pressure on, though, as they roll into the second round here.
Rain is clear from Tampa Bay. Should play without issues after pulling the tarp.
Great.
All right, we got baseball. More baseball.
I got the Yankees in the over. Same game parlay action. Yankees in the over. I think it was like plus 255, give or take. I like the Yankees on the money line. I like the over. I was talking about this on it goes for that fucking leg again. Sakumar. Just trying to twist that. That would toast me. My left ankle is the one that would get me. But hey, Yankees, when they're on the road and they got an over, they keep rolling overs. They've gotten like 11 times in a row they've gone to the over. So this thing sitting at an 8 was precariously low considering those numbers here. So I like that Yankees. I like Rodon. I don't like Boz. Thought it was a good spot to get involved with the Yankees and the over. Get yourself some plus money off of a Yankee spot where Rodon, he shoved his last game. What do you go, 7 innings? I think. I can't remember.
Ho. Bill Miller is up in that game, too.
Yeah, 7 Mike in the 9-1 win over the Twins. Boz also went 7 innings last out.
If they're going to open the freaking strike zone with Bill Miller, bro, Boz is going to be a handful.
Athletics up 5-2 over the Minnesota Twins in the 5th inning. 5-2. Cubbies up 2-1 in the 3rd inning.
All right.
Jacob Lopez doing Jacob Lopez things.
Yeah, bad move. I mean, I really want. Hey, I'm on the A's. I'm on the A's from the morning show.
Lopez got himself 7 strikeouts in this top of the 5th inning. He's out there shoving. 3 hits. 1 run.
I ended up going with the Win Club play on the under, and all day I was like trying to talk myself into the over because I know these guys have great numbers for sure, but oh well, no complaining. We had let's go A's, keep it up here. But,
it was weird because I took the A's and I parlayed them with the team total under for Minnesota. The A's went to like plus 115 or 116 or something like that. Weird number because adding that Twins team total under 4.5 only moved it to 155. So I wanted to get as much value as I could out of it because I thought, especially the way the Twins have been banging against lefties here, this was a spot to get involved. But, well, just wasn't – I was hoping for like a 220 or a 230, but I saw the 155. I took it, but I just was hoping for more money out of it. Just didn't seem – I guess it's correlated. That's why, right? If the Athletics win, the Twins aren't scoring. Kind of makes sense. The Athletics are going to win. The Twins didn't score enough. 4.5 was a steep number. I should have bought that down to 3.5.
I agree, Silent Rob. Looks like his corner must have told him you're down.
Yeah, a little more action here for sure, huh?
Fucking guy just keeps going for that ankle, though, right? I mean, look, he's twisting the fuck out of it. Dude, my ankle would be 70. I'd be done already. I'd have been done the first time he grabbed it.
Well, he's looking. He's getting crafty with it.
I'm not so sure because, not fully trained in martial arts, but I do believe that a more skilled fighter would not be susceptible to that. I'm not saying he obviously got away there too, but I don't think he's again. Wish we had you guys are experts too, but I believe there is better ways to try to escape that hold than what he's doing.
Yeah, turn into it and lean forward, right?
Okay.
I mean, that to me, I'm not. You might be more skilled at MMA than I am, Ramon.
I think he needs to put his cock in his face.
Yeah,
Turn around.
Move
Oh, he just elbowed him though in the head, really good. Bro, is the Indian guy up 2 rounds?
No, I'm not sure. No,
I don't know about that one there. I thought.
I think it's 1-1.
Yeah, that's going to set up for a good third round, a decent third. I don't think we're seeing any contract in this so far, unless we see something spectacular from a finish, though.
I agree.
The under's looking good for you boys.
Now he's minus 1,000.
Who is
Scott?
Scott? All right.
Who's Scott?
The white man.
Holy chitos, man. Minus 1,000?
Anthony Gallus is 1450 on DraftKings.
You call it chingalo, man. That's a lot, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Watch Kumar go up.
Get that.
Up there and backpack.
Knows how to do the heel thing that we've seen so much lately, but I don't want any part of 1,000 or 1,400. I'd probably try to think this guy could do something funky, and the dog still has a great chance.
No, I think he's gonna backpack him the whole round. Let's go, or half the round.
So some breaking movement there. The Sun are putting belt to ass on the Mystics here. The Sports Money Sun are up 70-57.
Yeah, real disappointing for the Mystics. This might be the end for the Mystics. Look, we still got several games left, but this is one you need to have now, and they're not going to get it. So this might be the last gasp for the Mystics, unless they can start to pull out. If you can't win this one at home, how are you going to win enough to pass the Sparks and the Storm? Or that's where they have to get to 8. They're in 10th place. So bad job, Mystics.
I hate to say it, but I didn't play it, so it's a real bad spot for me here. But I did say
we have an
interesting look would be the Sun money line parlayed with the Storm 20+ victory. That would have been a huge bomb out there. And the Storm are up 14 points on the Sky as they roll into the third quarter.
Put the old twig to the berries.
Man, he hit his old freaking worship stick.
That's something, all right. Kicked him right in the Slurpee.
Pittsburgh did get that run there, Mike, to get over that 8. Is that the one you were saying where the
No, I was looking at the it was the Mets game. You know, what's funny is I took the Mets over 9.
It was 8-1 though, but it did finish 9.
But I did live bet it there a little bit ago under 9.5 because I thought, well, I got the 9.5. If it gets the push, I'm still going to cash, and that's exactly what happened. So I'll take a little cash there.
Okay, man, I can't keep up. What are the no penalty here?
No. Over 9 is a push though. Minus 103.
Okay.
Pre-gaming, over 9 is a push. But Toronto's smacking them Pirates. You know,
yeah, we
I
have.
I don't know if Bo Jackson's here or not, but it was his birthday yesterday.
All right.
He came on the show. He said, I don't like Toronto tonight. I'm going to take the Pirates for my birthday, and I'm going to have some fun. And the Pirates got done. Then he comes out there today, and he says, I'm taking Toronto today. And Toronto's up 7-2. So Bo Jackson, our guys there, our boots on the ground guys here, our regional sports experts, they're firing. Yesterday, Nutflush Allen dropped in the show. He talked about San Francisco spot there, and San Francisco wins yesterday. And he said today he was taking their team total under. So keep that in mind as the San Francisco-San Diego game gets ready to pop off there, that our boots on the ground reporter from San Francisco likes their team total under today, which puts slick big dick Nick de Bavetta back into play here. San Diego, I got that first 5 minus a half for the San Diego Padres. Your Padres, Ramon.
Yeah, it's been a rough week here, and now no Jackson Merrill tonight. Cronenworth is out as well this evening, so Padres having a little bit of issues here. But hey, fortunately, the Dodgers are winning tonight, but they did lose to.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Indians
you
get
heard
beat
him
up,
there.
bro. Indians
Oh.
get beat up.
Might
He's
end
out.
up-
He's down. It's
Oh,
over.
that's it.
It's
That's
over.
it. Even Herb Dean said this is too much. Please.
Bro, he poured it on that
Too
dude.
much
Yeah, he did.
beating. Shout out to Redbeard gifting the sports money membership.
Yeah,
Redbeard, my guy.
Redbeard. All right, Redbeard.
Cheers to you, Redbeard. The Phillies pull up 6-4, Ramon. 6-4, the fighting Phils are fighting.
Come on, Phillies. I could use that one. All right. I guess. Yeah. I mean, I think. I don't know. I think,
JT bombs.
look
Right.
at the reaction here.
Dana said, "What are you saying?" All right, dude, I got you. Now look at it. He's put a big slash contract
Yeah, I
slash.
don't know.
Actually,
Yeah,
in all fairness,
you're gonna finish. You're gonna usually get one here, and that was a good. But this man, did give him a lot of difficulty here.
shout out to Redbeard gifting the dono, and he says, "Bong time, fellas. Go get it, Redbeard, my man. Gifting 2 subs tonight. Shout out to you, Redbeard. Thank you, my brother.
Your red beard.
Get them subs boosted up, you guys. We got the NFL
Okay.
season.
Okay, that's good enough for Dana. I see the reaction there now, and that's going to be good enough.
That was a good fight, though. I thought that was a decent one. I don't know what you boys think here. I think Nicholas Handy says good fight. I thought that was a good fight.
Did Sai Kumar do anything though, but grapple and trying to get a hold?
I mean, if it was me, he would have broke my ankle 6 times. So he did all right.
Well, no, and that's what made it a fight, right? That's what kind of made it a fight.
Yeah.
He
Other
was
than
able to
that,
do that.
That's the guy Lerone Murphy hyped up.
Yeah.
yeah.
He didn't make weight, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bad look. That and you're right. But that could also cost you, right?
You got to come back, bro. If you can't make weight for this, how are you going to make weight for me? And when I
Right.
expect you
You're
to
right.
fight,
You are right.
Right. I'm gonna put you on a big card where people are expecting you to come out there as a professional and you're dogging weight.
I think
Yeah, that's the sin of sins, bro. Is you cannot miss weight.
Especially in this situation. This is your shot. The Dana White, this is what we talked about like for last week. Yeah, you got to come out there with finishes, but you got to show you're a professional when it comes to this Dana White contender stuff. And missing weight and going to a judge's scorecard, those are 2 things that you can't justify a contract for that. It's hard to even want to bring him back. That was a sharp toe to the face, though, that he clicked there. Oh, the spinning back kick to the old abdomen as well. Some slick moves out of
Yankees
fatty.
game's going to start in 15 minutes.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to also go with the under in that Padre game. I just talked about a couple bats missing for the Padres, but I think Pivetta strong against this very weak Giants lineup tonight. Yeah, Tang in there. You like to take him to the moon, but don't forget these are the 2 best bullpens in all of baseball. So I'm going to go under as a play here on the show, a live pre-flop play for me.
All right, I'm gonna tell you, Ramon. I'm gonna tell you. I'm also gonna take on the Reds, the Cincinnati Reds. Give me the Reds over the Angels. Hunter Green, Kyle Hendricks.
We went with that on the morning show today, Mike.
Let's go. And of
The
course, I got the
Padres have
Diamondbacks.
the best bullpen. I don't know about no Giants being the second. They traded everybody, man.
Well, they got Devers. I know he's
They
not bullpen, but
Their
a big
bullpen.
hit.
I'm talking about the Giants bullpen. I used to make money on them, but since the trade deadline, they've been fucking mediocre at best. The Padres, since the trade deadline, have like sub 2 ERA as a fucking team, bro. Like, bet them with a 1-run lead minus a half or one after the fifth every fucking time right now. It's disgusting. If they got a lead or can at least have a tie game, their bullpen will get them the lead.
Worth noting when you speak of bullpens.
They're elite, bro. They're the best in the league by far.
Whoa.
Hey, Alvarado can't pitch in Philly. He can't pitch in October, bro. So I don't care what he's going to be able to do to get you there now. He's going to screw you up for October because you're still not rested. He's rested, but he can't play in the playoffs because he's a steroid user. So he won't be on your playoff roster. We've seen your bullpen. It's been oof.
Well, dude, they were sub 1 for like 4 or 5 weeks in a row. They were firing, don't you?
Yeah, they've improved that bullpen. What are they now? They've gotten that bullpen ERA down to 4.2.
Yeah, listen.
Padres, it's really Niebla. I mean, this guy's an elite pitching coach, and that's really what makes. I mean, you look at even the remnants of the Guardians, right? I mean, I know this is his third year with the Padres now, but the Guardians have the kind of same program in place that Niebla kind of enforces. So I think that's why you see Cleveland with a pretty solid bullpen as well this year. But this guy, he works into the mines. He's one of those, right? Sharpie. He, you can only teach so many things.
I'll be back. I gotta talk to my daughter real quick.
When you're working with the mental aspect of relief pitching. All right, this man. So yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of how that affects you guys. If you didn't make weight, like you saw Dana there react and said, like, wow, right?
Right. Good job. You won, but you're not professional.
You're overweight. Penny Feather. I went with the dog in this next one, and then I took a small play on the dog by decision at plus 350.
Me too, Jeff. I'm with you, Jeff.
AOD. What else, scumbag?
He says.
Yeah, I'm on the dog and the dog by decision in this next one.
I like that when Sharpie's talking about their best bullpen. I go, whoa. And he knows immediately I'm talking about these fucking fighting Phils. Let's go. I'm going to get a refill. There's Yanni.
Yeah, a little bit myopic there from Mike for sure. I don't think it's the Philly. It's not for the Phillies. It's not the top end of the bullpen as much as it is the rest, and that's fair, right? Because maybe in losses they get blown out more easily, and so hey, you lose. Everyone's going to lose, and you might lose 70 games, but you might lose those 70 games by more than other teams because the back end of your bullpen isn't as good. I guess it's the only way I could put it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I saw Yanni was on roasting. I don't know. He was split with Red X earlier, and Red X got the win on him, so maybe he's due. It's his best bet of the night, though. That scares me even more. What are you playing in this one, Ramon?
I'm with you. I'm taking the dog in this one, Jeff. I think for me, it is more experience for Ralston. We did see him in last year's Contender Series. He lost to Therese Finney, so I think that's decent, right? We've seen from Finney so far. Since then, he did rack up 3 more wins since that appearance at the Contender Series last year. He's not waiting. He's not 2 of them in Eternal MMA, pretty decent organization, I'd say. His last win was in February. So he was real active. Holmes, meanwhile, did get a round 3 knockout win over a former Contender Series loser, Borrego, back in May in Fury, I believe, Fury Fighting Championships. I believe that fight was in. I think that's where Holmes has done some of the work here. And, he is undefeated, obviously. So that is a little bit of a attraction there, but I'm going to go with the Aussie here, Rouston. It does feel like a public dog, but I like him here.
I see some money coming in on the home side of things here as we're talking.
Yes, I did notice that up to $1.60 right now at Circa.
Right after Yanni mentioned it, everyone's going the other way.
No. We appreciate everybody supporting us. You guys know the deal. We love the thumbs up. We appreciate the comments. Those are all important things, but you can find us over on Winnable doing the thing that we do, giving our best bets. That's the way you support us here. We're not big business supported. We don't have big dollars coming in. We need your guys' help to support us, and you can do so by jumping on the Win Club here. Each of us are touting, giving our plays out over there. Take a second if you haven't done so already. At least sign up for the free plays. You don't want to miss out on the text alerts and getting that free action. It's your boy, Mikey Money. I'm inviting you to join the Sports Money crew on Winnable. Get all of our premium best bet selections.
For a low monthly cost, you get the very best bets delivered instantly to your phone by text the moment they're locked in. No delays, no missed lines, just the smartest plays at the best odds.
We do the work. You get the plays sent straight to your phone right when you need them.
Don't wait. Don't guess. Don't miss the line. Join the winning team today and start cashing tickets with Winnable.
That's right, Ramon. Winnable. Don't want to miss the action. Don't want to miss the bets. We have 31 thumbs up. Appreciate all you guys rocking with us here tonight.
Yeah, like I said, I already scored the Win Club tonight with the Cardinals and the Marlins game to go over. So a pretty good one there. But I could use a little bit of help on tonight.
We're on our way.
Swept the baseball card yesterday, 3-0. So we're on a bit of a good run. But kind of kicking myself a little bit.
Kind of kicking myself a little bit for not taking the Dodgers minus like 4.5. They're up 7-0 right now. I thought about it.
Jerks. Where's Sharpie's not here yet, is he? Talk bad about the Dodgers, but yeah, they're going to club these guys tonight. Come on.
They are clubbing indeed.
We went over in the morning show. I'm sure it'll be we're early still. It might go over.
Yeah, they might go over on their own. 7-0 out there. The Liberty get the win by 10 points, as you mentioned, Ramon. The Sun get the outright victory. This line was 8.5. It moved to plus 6.5 on the Sun. They win by 11 points.
You called it. You called it, Mike. I was not. I was very skeptical that the Sun would be able to do anything against a Mystics team that needed to win desperately, and that just. I think that says it all. I think the Mystics are out of the play. They're not eliminated. Only one team's technically officially eliminated, but the way the parity works in this league, right? I mean,
what I like most about the WNBA though are some of the dogs can actually win outright, and it's not like you see some NFL lines, right, where you'll see like 9.5s and 10.5s, and it's like, all right, well, the favorite's going to win. Do they cover or not? But in the WNBA, you see some of these dogs; they're live dogs, and the Sun very much fit that criteria. I don't know about the Sky tonight, but look, I like the Valkyrie. 10 p.m. Going to pop off here in about 35 minutes or so here, but slight dogs. Phoenix Mercury coming into this thing 20-13. Valkyrie had a disappointing loss their last game. They're back at home. They just lost to that Atlanta Dream team by 16 points. They were, I think they were 6.5-point dogs, Ramon. I can't quite remember the number, but hey, this is a good bounce back spot for them against this Mercury team with some big plus money opportunities live. Here's another one of them live dog spots, I think, Ramon. I don't know if the wrong team's favored, but I do think you have a shot with the Valkyrie. I'd take them points for sure.
Yeah, I'd probably sprinkle it. You sound like you're hinting at that, and maybe we can't afford a little sprinkle on them there. But yeah, with those, look, I'm surprised that they kind of laid an egg. Now that maybe the injuries are starting to be a little bit a problem because they've got another one here recently. But like I said, I don't think the team is good. the players that they've lost some key players. They kept winning or at least covering a lot of those games too after those injuries. So to me, it says this is a high quality organization, and they found the right talent to bring along too. And I think after a bad, I think you might be able to find a Mikey Money SDQL special that would say they're pretty good after pretty good as a dog after losing or failing to cover as a dog. So we're underway in the fight, by the way.
Yeah, we're about 30 seconds in. Rouston looking like the taller fighter here in the blue trunks, Holmes in the red, or maybe that's burgundy. I'm not entirely sure, but maybe Jeff can weigh in on that for us.
Candy ass red. No, I meant candy apple red.
And Mike, we got the Phillies did get it done there. I had the winner on the morning show today with the run line with the Phillies there, and I think Sharpie was talking up. Did he had Sanchez here today, right, early on?
Yeah, of course. You boys are catching some winners. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, I've been on
Juliet.
I've been on a show with my buddy Sean, and that's one of his favorites to play when he wins, right there for sure.
That one?
More cowbell.
I think I don't know. I think they can't do it anymore. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know when you can and when you can't, but. All right, what's going on there with this is an awkward situation here I believe for Holmes, because I believe Rouston has his leg, but not in any jeopardy. But
he's trying to reverse the position. Rouston's doing some good work here.
Romeo and Juliet. It's Ramon and Juliet.
Well, I like Blue Oyster Cult. All right, I mean, but what are we gonna have to stop this here? We got a low blow on a clinching situation.
Yeah, I'd miss that.
Little hand of the junk. Little hand of the junk action.
Bit his nuts, says Silent Rob.
Bite his dick and Mike, give us the video, Mike. We gotta
Grab his dick and twist it! You twist that dick!
I think that's a required. I think anytime there's a situation involving the testicles, we've got to go to the video. We got to go to the video.
I agree. That's a new rule going forward. Anytime. Oh, and Roston takes down Holmes. Holmes looking to get busted up a little bit. He does get back up, but the left, right combo from Rouston. They go back to the center cage, and there's a big elbow that gets thrown by Rouston into Holmes. An uppercut. Boy, oh boy, it kind of feels like it's just a matter of time. There's another one.
Wobble legs.
The rep says no necessary.
This is contract city right there. We might be 4 for 4 here.
We got a cashier. We got a dog cashier. Jeff, holy fuck, let's go. Yeah. In a laden favorite card.
I'm not fucking leaving.
Good job, guys.
Good work, everybody. That was a communal victory right there. Good job, everybody. Nicholas Henry says, I'm about 15 seconds ahead.
Well, fortunately, you're not on screen to ruin it. That was a big one. I had the sprinkle on the decision, which Holmes really let me down there. He got pieced up.
Stop Geo making a good recommendation. Says Ramon Scott, we need a motherfucking critical notice sheet. What are those critical notices coming by? We're going to need you.
This evening is actually what you're watching. It tells us when the fight starts and what the result is. So in just about 2 seconds, you're going to hear it again because it'll after. I think it's after they raise the hand, someone types it in, and then I get that result.
Official. Yep. All right. Well, we got a big casher there. All things considered, I mean, we've been cashing some favorites in that prop market. We've been cashing. We cashed a dog. boys. Good job.
Also, the critical notices will be injury during a game, for example, any kind of long-term injury as well that might come across the news. It'll say it, so I don't have to scan always for those injuries. It'll come up. And I think that's what you get a lot of times. You guys see it on the morning steam, right? I mean, I'm not some, I like being a newsbreaker guy. This is my one chance to do it, because the only thing is when you're on live and you get something pretty fast, hey, maybe someone else is on the air and they have it too. But I know that our group will watch the show here, and then I'll give out the notice, and I keep like the CBS, that CBS show that's 24 hours with sports news. It's pretty good, right? It has the highlights, and then the news will come on there like 10 minutes later. I'll be like, hey, I just feel good. It's not about me breaking the news. It's about our viewers getting the news before, when they need this critical news. So hopefully that's why we're watching the show with me. You got a guy who want to be sports news guy like me doing it, though. I'm actually doing it just because we're not on we're on the Sports Money Network. What do you mean we're not on network? We're on the Sports Money Network.
Well, it's actionable intelligence, right? I mean, that's what it comes down to. And you're getting the information as soon as it's breaking. So
what we've called it, and it is a great term. Nick says he doesn't think he gets a contract. I think that is a no-brainer. Nick is great. Nick knows what he's talking about. But
how about Nuke? How about Nuke's comment? How could anybody not love Ramon? That's what I'm saying.
I think we're 4 for 4. I think the only one, the man who didn't make weight, but you know what? There also could be some back working, right? Maybe Dana knew he wasn't going to make. Maybe he said, hey, go out there anyways, or hey, I'll take the fight, but I know I'm not going to make weight. So you don't know
the shit with no professional discipline. If you still want me to fight, I will. Yeah.
Well, I don't think you're going to show up. I don't know how it works, but I think if you know positively that you couldn't or not going to make a weight, you lob a call. Sure. as much in advance. Now you could if you can get down with the techniques that are used. So I'm going to say 4 for 4 right now.
All right, that's fair. I don't know who this chick is in the leather getup though, Jeff.
I don't know. I miss Laura.
Me too.
Oh,
she's got 10 episodes. She can take one off and then talk about how she's been here
all
season.
I'll tell you what it is. I'm pretty sure you guys remember the last one that was in Dubai. She actually was the actual main. Remember, she was the main color.
Oh yeah. You're right.
And then the Shanghai. You know what? Maybe DC doesn't want to, or whoever it'll be. Right? I didn't see if DC's tonight, but the crew may have already been left, and maybe she's on that crew that went to Shanghai this week. We'll see.
That's an excellent point. I forgot she was doing the main card over there, and she's probably doing it again.
No, I look forward to seeing that.
Wasn't that just on Saturday? When did they go to Dubai? Like 5 or 6 weeks ago. She was one of them, right? She was one of the
critical notice.
Critical notice.
Cam Rouston defeats. So you see the timing. Cam Rouston defeats Brandon Holmes at TKO 258 in round 1. It took took a minute or two to get that in, but
Anthony Gallo wants to know if she stole that jacket from the Fonz.
We had the Fonz. We had Macho Man out there tonight.
Boys, we got this last fight coming up. Let's talk about it for a minute here. It's already the second leg of the parlay for me. So Jose Delano is the spot I want to get paid with here. But I also like the KO. The KO of plus 150 was a spot I looked at there. I'm going to have to go dip into the other side of things. I
jumped on Delano earlier. I'd given it out on Winnable at plus 110 for the Delano KO. I tagged it again at minus 110. They took the line down. It's now sitting at minus 150 for the Delano KO.
All right. Important information. That's why you need the text alerts. You get that info as soon as it drops. Look, everybody's busy. Everyone's got life going on, but you got boys scrubbing the line, giving you guys those spots when you need to get them. And that was an important note, Jeff, there. You beat the line by what, 40 cents?
Mm-hmm. well, 60 at the start. I got it at plus 110. It's minus 150. So
Redbeard's going to go Delano round 2 at plus.
I wish I could get the rounds. I wish I could.
Too. Michael B can't get the props, so he's going to sit this one out. That's why I did the parlay. Michael B. I was like, you know what? I know I'm not going to get rounds, so I wanted to save some money for the dog on that last one, and I just dumped the rest of it into the fucking parlay between that last fight, the fight before that one, and rather and this one. So,
where are you seeing that, Nicholas? They literally blocked the line out at Bet Online and dropped it from minus 110 to minus 150.
Delano by KO is plus 115. He says he's all in. Nicholas Handy. I don't know if you got to go all in, brother, but he says Fanatics. Oh, fuck.
Fucking hate Fanatics.
Just remember, Mike, when it comes to, those that don the leather jacket, you got to watch out for these guys. And they know, watch out for the guy with the leather jacket at the poker table. Don't forget, okay?
Here's a true story. I've never had a leather jacket.
I don't think he was looking, Jeff.
Yeah, I don't think you know.
I'm sorry. What did you give me something?
Yeah, Silent Rob. It's messed up. I don't know.
There he is, the man of many talents. It's Ramon Scott. He's been running so hot. Here we go. The boys are up 3-0. The Yankees 3-0 to kick this thing off, fellas.
Oh, Michael B, that's great.
Shout out to you, Michael B. Says he's up some money after that last fight. He's going to end the Contender Series up, so he's happy. And there's our guy, Razor Sharp Picks, getting ready.
That was very entertaining last night. I don't know what I was watching, but I was watching, and I saw the wheel going around, and then you guys were gambling on the wheel. We were trying to figure out what team, but you're gambling even on the wheel. What was going on there? And I know you told me it's one of those where I was like, oh, man, that sounds like, not a waste of time. But I was like, Mike told me about it and said, do you want to do it? And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Should I do it? And then I'm watching and I'm like, why aren't I in this? Oh, no, I don't have a team to score 33 points. But it's so if one guy has two 33-point games and then two others have one 33-point game, the guy win 50%, right? It's how many 33-point games your team gets in the season, right? It's not the first.
Well, it's every week. It's week to week. So
you put in $10 every week, and then
I think it's is it $5 every week? I'm not sure. I think it's
I thought he said 5. I thought he said 5.
A new pool starts every if
right.
Someone wins
if they don't get 33 in week 1, that pool rolls over to week 2 plus that week 2 number. So it can be aggregate. It can be something that kind of accumulates over time. So if we get a couple weeks with,
what week was the first week last week that 33 points were scored?
No,
because you're asking. I was going to say because you're asking. I'm going week 1.
Week 1. Do you know what week the second time 33 points were scored?
Week 2.
Week 3. But you know what week the third time 33 points were scored?
No.
Week 4. 3 of the first 4 weeks, but it was only 6 times all year in the 17 weeks. So there was
knocked it out early.
Someone would have won a good one. Someone could win a good one. So
yeah. So Razor says $160 goes into the pot each week, which is $5 a team.
Okay.
So look, it was what, $90 or something like that to enter for the for the whole season, and you get 1 week. I mean, there's no capping. There's no anything involved other than just
rooting for a team to get 33 points. I'm like, I don't want. Oh, that sounds too like someone could win all of first week and it's over. I didn't listen to you, Mike. I didn't listen good enough, Mike. Boston with the bases loaded here, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th.
Fun. It'll be fun to see. I know I'll be watching 33.
Oh, but that was
I had too good a time. I forgot who my team was.
I ended with the Broncos. Yeah.
I like the Broncos. That's not a bad look.
You know who I was trying to think of it. You'd want a team that has a coach that goes for, because 33, we know it's a little bit tougher. I think 32 is actually more difficult than 33. But you want a coach that maybe goes for two sometimes because you want a screwy score, right? You don't want,
four touchdowns, a field goal, and a safety.
Or a 2-point conversion, 2-point conversions, right? 4 touchdowns, 2 2-point conversions, and a field goal.
Mm.
I'll be rooting. I'll be watching. I'll be watching for 33.
But it's not something that, I guess in a way you kind of want the better offensive teams because they're going to get to 33 more frequently. But it's still kind of random because I think any can have a good day. You probably don't want the Cards or the Cardinals give up a lot. I just said Nick's team.
I thought you were reading it there. I thought you said it to fuck with them.
Well, the Cards are okay because sometimes they'll get they'll score a lot after they're getting blown out. But I was trying to think of who's some stats.
I think I got the Toronto Argonauts. I'm not sure. I can't remember who I got.
They might be going for some 2-point conversions there, Nicholas.
33 is a tough, but you think of, I don't think 33 nowadays is I think it's just a catch number, right? But actually I don't think you guys just made it up, right? That's a thing, a 33 pool, right? Other people do that one as well. But, there are some more strange scores than that. Like 29 is really bizarre. Like 29 doesn't happen. I don't know if you guys, I always say on the morning show, I don't know if you've seen it. I always try to hear for the scoregami. You know what the scoregami, Jeff?
Yeah, of course.
Right. So go to the scoregami site and you can look to see which kind of numbers are the least frequent there. But
there were like 3 or 4 scoregamis last year. There were a couple last year.
Again, it's because of the kind of the 2-point conversion thing that kind of has made it that we're getting more of them here over the last several years, I think. So 3 solo homers for did they go 1, 2, 3 in the lineup to start the game? What an embarrassment for Shane Baz.
Somebody said Judge had a single. I don't know about the other 2 though.
Oh, okay. Maybe there was a double play and then another home run or something, but still. Oh, it says Judge home run there. Stop Gio.
Boosted.
I didn't tune on the game yet because of the rain delay, and I kind of have it. Judge, Bellinger, and Stanton, 1, 2, 3 there, I think. Or I don't know. Is that the right order?
Talked about Bellinger, yeah. Bellinger gets a home run. Stanton gets a home run. Judge gets a home run. 3 singles. 3 single home runs off of Shane Baz.
Oh, Grisham got out to start the inning. Then they hit the 3 consecutive. Yeah, Shane Baz, enjoy the minor leagues. That's got to be it. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I guess you wouldn't, but it's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad
considering the situation for Baz right now because he's been so bad. Baz has been bad.
The Cubs are up 3-1, boys, here. 2 outs. They got a runner on first and second. They're going to win this first 5, the Cubs. There you go. Stop Gio says he used his 50% FanDuel homer boost. Good job, dude.
What are the
somebody came on the show today and said they had Schwarber and Ohtani home runs, and I said, well, you might as well add Judge to it. And 1, 2, and 3 in the home run market, in my opinion. Yeah, I know Cal Raleigh. I got it, but those were the guys I liked. And pretty square, Ramon. I know I'm square. San Fran gets up 1-0.
Jung Ho Lee, home run, Jung Ho Lee. Not good for my under, but
no, it's all right. It's not bad. 1 run in the first inning is not terrible. I mean, it was kind of lead off, right? But still, it's all right. If anything, it gives you an opportunity to go back in there and live bet the under. I'm notorious for doing that quite a few times.
On the run, I went with Padres run line tonight. They do. Why they always win in San Francisco, and they seem to have trouble though at home against them.
Well, the problem is that they just what was it a sweep that they had San Francisco literally like 2 series ago, and so now
and then you come back and face them again. I got you, but they have leadoff home run by Jung Ho. Good job, Jung Ho.
Brian Smith says it's hip to be square, Mikey. Time to dust that play off. Dude, I ran that all season that one year. I think I ended up like 2 units up or some shit like that. It was it wasn't hip to be square. It's a lot of work to end up 2 units. If you're $100 better, it was $200 up.
Mikey's not square. I was saying that
No, I
to
gotcha.
be seemed like the public
get you.
the public side there. I don't know. Maybe I watched the wrong shows, or I don't know anybody in the public. I don't know. I only know you guys pretty much.
Giant starter pitcher is not good, says Michael B. Brian Smith says, you sure did. Yeah. Like I said, I ran that thing all fucking year, and literally like every day. I think I missed like 2 days. I think I was out of town for like 2 days, and I ran those big favorites, and I think I ended up two big favorites all season long. Parlayed them. I think I ended up 2 units up. I was down like the last 10 days of the season. I was down like 4 or 5 units, and I went on a run there to finish it off. So, yeah, I guess if you're $100 better and you won $200 playing those things all season, I guess it's hip to be square. But look, grandma wearing your sister's panties was the bigger one. Grandma wearing your sister's panties again, play of the day, Jeff.
Sister's panty, or was it the sister wearing the grandma panty?
Haven't seen that one in a while.
Yeah, we haven't seen that one in a minute. Sharpie's back in action. Sharpie, lots of action since you've been gone here with Major League Baseball. Shit popping everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here with these guys here too much, but they're just squaring off here a little bit for the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, they're throwing some shots. Aggressive.
But if I didn't know that Delano was in blue, I wouldn't know which guy was the $9 favorite here.
Agreed.
I think he ends up closing here at the sharp books down near 700. Although Bovada did, it looks like, closed 900. Some Vegas books at 800.
Let me tell you, boys, this. Here's a recommendation.
Oh, look at that! Look at that grip! Look at that! It's a bowling ball grip.
Legal? Is that
the old
legal?
middle finger. That's the old middle finger up the poop hole.
Might need a video for that.
I'm going to share this with you guys. If you're going to make a play of the day, make it easy. Every time you got to type in your grandma's wearing your sister's panties again, play of the day. That's a lot to type.
Right. Is there an acronym, though, for that? Or
Too long to figure out.
YG.
Wearing your
YGYSPA. Too much.
Well, if we could get some type of ends in there, we could have like a Gwyn, like with Tony Gwynn there, guy with Gwyn's. But if we get a Gwis pod or
it's too much. What it is too much. Got to type that shit in every fucking day. You're making a play. Sucks. All right, the big deal here is the Astros and Tigers. It's 0-0, bottom of the ninth.
What a game. Also, Boston has just tied the game here in the bottom of the ninth on a home run by Nathaniel Lau.
Recent acquisition, Nathaniel Lau.
And the crowd's going crazy here. 3-3, Boston ties it. That run continuing here right now.
Just picked that scrub ball up off of the free agency there. Shout out to the Red Sox. I told you, boys, I said this on the show today. The Red Sox are about to go on that Milwaukee Brewers type of run. The Milwaukee Brewers are about to go on a Chicago White Sox type of run. So get yourselves ready. Get dialed in. It's going to be auto fade time on the White Sox. It's going to be, well, I don't know about that, but it's going to be auto play time on the Red Sox. Get ready. Get fucking set. 14 of the next 16 games the Red Sox are going to win. Watch this.
He's picking them apart. Yeah, I was just going to say that.
It's, for a guy like me that said on this network that Mike that I've asked to be on, where about on July 22nd, I said we're going to take the Milwaukee Brewers at 20-1 to win the World Series right here on the air. We said it, and now today they are, I believe, consensus around 7-1, maybe even a tad bit lower. And then Mike shits on this play.
Well, I did say, in all fairness, about Sharpie and I will go back to April. I said Kyle Schwarber is going to be the MVP. We also roll forward. I said the Detroit Tigers will play against the Philadelphia Phillies in the World Series. That was about 100-1. It wasn't quite 100. I think it was 85-1. But look,
that's the look at disappointment there, Nicholas.
we can agree to disagree, Ramon.
I can, once I get the word from the higher ups, I switch hey, Milwaukee, you're in trouble. Just like all the other people out there fading Milwaukee. I guess the world fading Milwaukee here, just like Mike.
Nope, Sharpie dipped out, but I know
he didn't like what I was saying.
In that Japanese series. I literally, before baseball even started, I said to Sharpie, I said, I like PCA. This guy's a young up and comer. Watch this guy go do some shit. And then about 4 weeks later, I said, look, I think Kyle Schwarber is going to be live to get the MVP this season. And a couple weeks after that, I said, I think it's going to be the Tigers and the Phillies in the World Series. Now everyone's shocked. The odds-on favorite to win the AL are the Detroit Tigers. They're all sitting there going, ooh, the Tigers are somehow in first place. Yeah, well, you should have fucking listened to us back in May.
But you've got the buy sign. Would you compare at all the positioning of a Detroit team to a Milwaukee? Are you putting the foot to the metal with?
Yeah, because I told you I think the problem. Now listen, no disrespect to your Brewers play. I mean, look, it could happen, and the way they're playing, it should happen. But I just think it goes back to Moneyball. Remember in that movie Moneyball with Brad Pitt and Jeff's boy, Jeff, was that Jonah Hill? At some point you're trying to replace these guys in the aggregate, and you can do it over the long haul of the season. But when it comes down to the specific games that matter, the problem with the Brewers is every guy on their team is a 250 hitter. So can they continue to do that all season long, especially when these fucking games matter as we go down the stretch? And that's where to me, they crushed. They've been rolling. How many guys you're a 250 hitter? That means you're getting one hit every 4 at-bats, right? How many times can they all put that together at the same time? And they're hitting like 400 right now. They're crushing it. There's no question.
Name me the teams that have a higher team batting average than the Brewers.
Well, that's tough over the long haul of the season, or in this microcosm of this 25-game Brewer season. There's no question this Brewers team has been destroying, but
you think
seems like the Cubs,
fading, even though they've won 16 of their last 18 games. You think they're fading already? You think that this is a sign that they're fading?
Didn't you say they're 40-10 in the last 50?
Well, I think they're 40-11. They're about to get swept today in a doubleheader. Oh no! Oh yeah. They're another run. They're 3-1 now.
So for me, when I look at something like, again, law of large numbers, right? We see over the course, baseball is the best sport you can roll. Are both these dudes bleeding, or is it just?
No, it's just the one.
That's bleeding everywhere.
Yeah.
But I do believe when you look at the long haul of these guys, again, you're a 250 hitter. They're all 250 hitters. Literally, if you look across the.
Okay, so you're saying on a team, it's better to have some guys that are at least hitting 280, 290, even if you have some guys that are hitting 210 and 220.
Correct.
Okay.
Because big players step up in big spots, right? We know that. What did John Madden say, Jeff? Big players step up in big opportunities. Boom. Right? I mean, I don't know if that's exactly what he said, but it sounded John Madden-esque. And I think that correlates. I think that carries over. And so a bunch of 250 hitters on a team that probably, when you have a bunch of 250 hitters, there's not one any greater than any other. Some guys will show sparks of brilliance when they can all fucking do it at the same time. It's like you're just waiting, and it's that peaking too early. Are you peaking too early if you're a Brewers squad that? Yeah, look, there's no question they're firing. What are they hitting 400 in their last 14, 21 days? They're 250 hitters. They're exceeding expectation early. And law of large numbers says it's going to come back and it's going to regress. Not being a hater, just it's a spot that I think they regress.
So
and
teams like Toronto and Philadelphia that have high batting averages, and the Dodgers also should recess, and that all these teams that bat to 250. Well, you're talking individuals.
I think if you want to pick them out individually, I'll tell you my problem with Toronto is they're fundamentally flawed because they really don't have any spark. They don't really have any bang. They have a bunch of guys that can go out there and perform consistently, and some of them are 300 guys, but they don't have. You look at now. Listen, the number one spot to fade the playoffs this year from the sharp bettors was the Yankees to miss the playoffs. A lot of guys have been talking about that. I look at that and I think, well, okay, but the Yankees have bang. They have some explosiveness in the offense. They have some guys that are 300 hitters over the long haul. Toronto doesn't have that. Toronto's another team I do expect to see some regression from because they just don't have what's that oomph, what's that gusto that we're talking about here. And the Brewers certainly fit that fucking formula. I can't believe the Dodgers have underperformed the way they have. I expect probably in the long haul through the rest of the season, the Dodgers are a team that goes out there and just fucks everybody. They're just,
They probably are, but unfortunately their prices don't really give you much value. I do want to break a quick story though, Mike, real quick.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Tonight, just in Tiffany Hayes of Golden State. We already talked about these other players. I mean, we know Thornton has been out. Billings has been out. Center Rupert out with a concussion. Right now, Tiffany Hayes is going to miss tonight's game. It's her rest night here, and now the Mercury up to 7.5 right now with this news.
Yeah, it's Delano's fight right now, 2-0, but he needs a finish.
Yep. Right now, we're going to be stuck on 4 contracts. Not that impressive here, unless he can finish. Right, Jeff? I mean,
I agree.
That's the thing when you're an $8 or $9 favorite. You got to, you ain't going to take a decision and probably get the con. I mean, the guy's pieced up pretty good.
Yeah, well, Dana will say it too. You were plus 450 dog, and you came out there and whooped some ass. You're definitely getting a contract. Where, if you're a 9-1 favorite, you should be whooping ass.
Yeah. If you were to reverse the odds and Delano would, takes this fight by a decision, you might get more consideration.
Yeah. You hung in there. But he does have a jaw of steel. He's taking some combos. Maybe Delano doesn't have the power.
Boston's still batting here with 2 outs. They're trying to get a base hit for a win here. I was on Baltimore, but good job, Red Sox tonight, pulling out. Hey, they need it. They're battling for the top wild card with the Yankees.
I'd give it to the Red Sox over the Yankees.
Yeah, you think so? Yeah.
Well,
you mean? What you mean? What'll happen here for the rest of the way?
Yeah. I mean, in terms of who's going to make the playoff, I doesn't mean I wouldn't fade.
Both, I think they'll both. I don't know if either of those. Cleveland's 2.5 back. Kansas City's 3 back. Those are the 2 outside the wild card. Do you think those 2 can catch a team like Seattle, Boston, or the Yankees?
No, you're not going to catch Seattle. And to me, listen, I talk baseball with you all night, Ramon. We can go on here till fucking 12 a.m. I'll talk all these teams with you. I don't think Cleveland in their position. I think it's amazing. Right now, we see Cleveland and Arizona tied at 0s, right? I think Arizona wins this game. I think these are 2 mediocre teams. I don't think Arizona is going to be running for the pennant in any time soon, or an opportunity even for a wild card berth. And I don't think Cleveland is in that position either.
They don't have the offense of Seattle, Boston, or the Yankees. I don't think. Look, at 2.5 back with 5 weeks to go, I guess, but safe to say, right? And
Sure. Yeah, that's fair.
you know,
I don't think I do think Seattle mixed up the pot by bringing in the two guys they did there. What was it? Suarez and
now they've lost 4 straight though.
yeah, they have. But they've also been on an extended road trip, right? They've been playing some big teams out there on the East Coast. The problem with Seattle, they're they're 31-34 on the road. But their team with the way they perform, they're just not built to smack runs at home. They're in a bad situation because they got a bunch of guys that hit fly balls and the air isn't working in the right direction for them from a Seattle perspective. So I don't put much stock in the Seattle side of things either. I think that's a team that you can kind of. I've said this before, and I'm not going to talk shit to my guy Redbeard here, but I thought the Mets made some desperate moves at the trade deadline because they had to make some moves. They had to show the Mets with the new ownership and the new money they have. They had to show that they're willing to go out there and do something. And they made some excessive and egregious moves that are stupid.
Good night, Tanuki. See you in the morning.
Let's roll on, fellas. We've got down to the last minute here. They're banging. We got a bloodied Exposito. We've got Delano. What are we going to see? I'm going to be right back.
Yeah, Delano's going to win, but I think we'll be stuck on 4 contracts. This is also the kind of the main event, Jeff. You're supposed to not only were you a $9 favorite, but you are been selected as the main event, and it's not they do try to pick the best fight for the main event. It's tough, they're all kind of the same type of fight, right? Royals beat the Rangers tonight 5-3.
Yeah, let's set it right there. There's no urgency. I don't. Maybe he's slowing down. He's tired. I mean, he's throwing everything at him.
It's the story here. Oh gosh, he missed 2-1. Boston trying to
almost
win it
150
here.
Significant strikes for Delano. Man, that's a shame.
Well, look, he's going to win a unanimous decision here. Right?
Yeah, oh yeah. 9-1 favorite. Yeah, I needed that KO too. That sucks.
But I think you're supposed to finish a guy there.
That fucking decision for Delano would have probably been pretty good. It probably would have been a +3, 400, given the fact that he should have smoked that dude.
Yeah, he won convincingly, but I don't know. Also could be a situation, right, where the other guys look so good, and you just looked pretty good. And I'm going to go 4, Jeff. I'm going to say this man.
Yeah, right. I'm going 4. I'm going 4 too. I think he didn't finish him. He didn't get the finish. Unless somehow a judge sneaks a 10-8 in there, which I don't think. But I mean, there's some damage. He had him bleeding pretty much halfway through towards the end of the first round.
And look, I don't want to say the optics, right? But if you're the 9, look, I'm glad he's loving on his guy. He just pieced him up there for 3 rounds. You don't want to give your opponent too much credit, right? In a situation like this.
I agree.
You're basically saying, hey, this guy fought a great fight against me. Let's applaud him too. That's great on a Saturday night, right? You got it on in front of 20,000 in an arena, and
you have a contract, and you already have a UFC contract.
Good point. So I'm going to go with 4, Mike. I'm going to say this guy doesn't get it, or maybe this guy gets it. Maybe weight miss guy won't. So I'm going to go with 4.
Who was their guy with the exacta of 3? I can't remember who that was.
Oh, I remember seeing it, but
yeah.
Was it Silent Rob?
Might have
been.
Shout out
Michael B. Michael B, you in fantasy this year? You joining?
Shout out to Michael B. Says, all right, you guys, I got some errands to run. Mike, Jeff, Ramon, thanks, guys.
We're done. We're going to be here for a few more seconds and see the contract.
Yeah. We might talk a little more baseball. Get some insight with Ramon Scott.
Oh God, Mike. They're going to the top of the 10th. By the way, the Red Sox didn't get any more runs, but I got the over, so I'm kind of hoping for a lot more runs somehow. You know those extra inning games.
I got you, Michael.
Yeah.
You got the MVP to be dancing like that. You should have fucking finished him.
No, you're right. Here's the wild card in it. And I made fun of Mike a little bit, saying, Mike, come on. I rarely have seen the loser get a contract. But this guy was really, he had a lot of heart.
Yeah, he fought. He did well. All things considered.
I don't know how much volume you want on them, but we'll
Michael B's going to come back after I stomped some ass last year. All right, Michael B. Can't let me win again. Dude, what am I, 3 of my last 4 years? It's too easy. It's too easy.
Michael B, all you got to do is go back to the same site and just, re-sign in. But I'll hit you up either way.
All right, Michael B. If I got to take your money again, I will.
I got to wrangle a couple other scumbags in.
3 of my last 4 years, champion. I don't fuck around.
Mike, can you message Stick for Dennis with a Z and Jake?
Yeah, I will. All right, boys. The Astros are in some trouble. Bottom of the 10th. They got 1 out, but runners on. I don't know what just happened. First and third. They were second and third. Now they're first and third. This Yankees in the over is looking to pay 5-0, top of the second. Bases loaded.
The Yankees.
Cubs are up 4-1 over the Brewers. Listen, the problem you guys are going to have, not you guys on screen, but just in general, the population is going to have is you got to evaluate the law of large numbers. I came from a business that used law of large numbers to dictate what the fuck is going on.
I'll tell you what's going on. How about the Braves tonight? They won 11-10 over the White Sox.
They came back. What a battle. That was a battle. Back and forth. The White Sox go up. The Braves go up. The White Sox go up. The Braves go up. 11-10.
Critical notice.
Critical notice. The Braves got the win. The Reds are tied 1-1. We're going to look to take these Reds live. The Royals pick up the dub over the Rangers 5-2. Of course, the Phillies get it done. The Mets and Nationals 8-1. The Mets stomp them, boys. Everybody but the guy I needed. The Blue Jays find a way there. Bo Jackson came back out there day after his birthday. He faded the Jays on his birthday. He came back on the day after his birthday. He said, I'm taking the Jays. They won 7-3.
Jeff, a lot of the post-fight talk here is that this opponent that he has had similar results in his 2 previous losses. He took an absolute beating in those losses, or I will say, or refused to be put down. So that might help this man's case right here.
Yeah, no, good point. I mean, like I said, there was probably by the end there was 150 significant strikes he took. It was like 41, 51, 52 or something like that, and that was before the official count. So, I mean, 150 significant strikes, and you're still standing. You got to give it to him.
One guy tweeted, a guy with a baseball bat, he wouldn't go down.
Right?
Did you see the score? I didn't hear the score. We should turn it up. I don't know if there was a 10-8 round, actually. I should did a better job of that.
Anybody in the chat know if that was?
We'll go ahead. Also, want to say looking at some of the tweets coming. Not only so we reported that other Xanda Lassini for Golden State. She's not even being. Nobody sees her on the bench. Like she is not suited up here, possibly.
Final.
So well, it's not looking great for the. But hey, Valkyrie's got heart. I just said got a lot of depth. All right, well, good.
Unfortunately, the Storm did not cover the spread. 6-point win. Angel Reese put up 19 points tonight. I thought when I looked earlier today she was not playing, but apparently she was playing.
Well, then to be fair, because we were opposite. I think it was your win club. I was on the Sky, but only after I knew the news of Reese. So I won't.
Yeah,
gloat.
well, that's fine. You can gloat all you want. You got me.
I wouldn't have done it without. And I'm not.
In all fairness, I would have been
teammates.
double down on the Storm, knowing she's back. The star player comes back. I would have favored him
I'm
anyway.
not like
So.
that. I'm
No, you're
on
good.
Angel Reese.
You're good.
24/7. Okay.
You know that's my girl. You better stay off her.
All right, here we go. Turn it up. Turn it up.
Yes, sir.
Not 5 finishes, but 5 great fights.
Yeah, I don't know if message was received. I mean, this is what we expect from the Contender Series, and these guys are all that good, and they all just came to fight today. So let's start with Romero. Beautiful performance. Incredible body work, then body head work, great composure.
It's going to be 5 for 5, I
feel
think.
like you fought like a seasoned pro tonight. You looked incredible. Congratulations. Welcome to the UFC.
Congratulations, Ramiro Jimenez.
1 for 1. I'm gonna go with 4. I'm staying with
From
4.
Cali, Mexico, right there.
Completely dominated, broke him physically and mentally in the first round. He was done after the first, and then you came in and finished him in the second. Congratulations and welcome to the UFC.
Congratulations, Josh Hokett.
Team Sports Money.
All right.
That's our guy.
You
I'm
literally-
reaching out to him. Don't you fucking worry about that.
We were going to that last round. I didn't think there was going to be a finish, and I'm like, even though there's not a finish, I've literally seen everything this guy.
They
did.
love
Right?
Lily Scott. It didn't
Submission
matter.
Defense, conditioning, and then I got to see the killer instinct. Great combo to finish the fight. When you come here and you don't make weight, it is the worst things that you could possibly do. It's almost a guarantee that you're not going to make it into the UFC. But after that performance, I'm going to let the half a pound go. Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome.
They've loved Lily Scott from the get-go.
A half a pound, but it took him 2 times to make weight.
Yep.
I love the Cameron came back. Wins by TKO. You went 3-0 since you left
He's
here.
getting it.
You asked me if you could fight in Perth. The matchmaker said you can't fight in Perth because we already have 16 fights. I don't give a shit. You're fighting in Perth. Congratulations.
The Aussie. Don't fuck with them Aussies, man. Dan knows.
I don't know if you made it over there, but let me put it to you this way. Delano, Sean Shelby feels like you can come into the UFC right now and fight anybody in the division. So
Okay. Yeah.
that's a no-brainer. Yeah, he didn't even make it yet. Might as well turn around, walk right back over here. Everybody made it.
Congratulations, Jose.
5.
You know,
5.
He said it on this show. Really, the moniker is be ready and show
I don't
what
think
you
the
can do, right?
young
A
man
lot
there
of
at the
fighters
end
will
heard
do that
yet.
tonight. We saw
No, I don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
so either.
Yeah, he might have there.
that can turn into a UFC debut.
He was fist bumping, but he's still jacked up from the win.
What did you make of Bison Susukayov? Can't say his name. I'm not the only one. I know that. What did you make of his debut?
We're going to have to legally change his name. But yeah, I mean, listen, I've been in this business for 30-something years, and what I love about it is something different happens all the time. Another thing that I want to put out there, Exposito, who fought Delano, the matchmakers were saying if anything ever falls out, they will grab this guy immediately. He put on an incredible performance tonight, too. Tough, durable guy. Nobody told him he was a 7-1 underdog, apparently, and he came in and fought to try to win tonight. And much respect to him and the matchmakers like him tonight, too.
Very good. Some
All
great
right.
stuff, Dana. Well, we look forward to next week after an impressive showing here tonight. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.
5 contracts handed out for the first time this year.
A little disappointed in that last outcome, but had a successful night.
As much for the chin of that other man, Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah, those kind of accolades there at the end.
Agreed. All right, boys. Well, that was a pretty decent night. Much better than week 1.
Yeah, I think we went 5 for 5, pretty much there.
Yeah, we had some big cash.
We might not have had it all pinpointed perfectly, but did feel like we were kind of around those favorites, just saying, hey, get there as best you can with either the ITDs or one way or another. So great job. Great show.
Yep. Appreciate it, boys. I'm heading out here. I don't know if you boys are sticking around talking baseball.
No, hell no.
No. We'll put the bow on the show, Jeff. Tell them what you got going on. Tell them where they can find you. Tell them
you can find me over at XMMA Jeff 19. You can find me at Winnable MMA Jeff 19. You can find me over at Sports Money. We're going to have First Strike coming out tomorrow as usual, and Saturday is going to be a tough card. It's going to be a tough one. I'm going to try to make it. I've got some plans Friday night that might roll into Saturday, so we'll see. But either way, it's going to be an exciting fight card, and looking forward to maybe, hopefully, being able to at least watch the thing. So we'll see. Good luck, everybody.
All right. Ramon Scott, you've been running so hot. We know the deal here, my guy. Tell them what's up. Tell them about the morning steam, the first look from Vegas here. What's happening in the cash flow report?
At 9 a.m. Eastern and 6 Pacific. And look, we want Jeff. We might be, hey, this might be your chance. Lob us a DM. If you're up in the middle of the night, it might be your chance. I don't know. Anybody can come on our shows pretty much, but make sure you're at least in the chat with us, because we're going to need some motivation on Saturday night or Saturday morning there with that UFC card. So come on by tomorrow morning. We'll talk about the baseball card here for a Wednesday, and we'll get ready, man. It just this week we got some college football. You know what, the NFL preseason, fine, but I'm looking forward to Saturday as well.
Final.
Leading right into it. So, Tigers win, Mike. You pulled me off screen here and saw the Tigers win 1-0.
Tigers. It was a walk-off winner there. They walked this guy. Thank you guys all for checking us out. Appreciate you guys spending the time with us here tonight. Yeah, it was a favorite heavy card, but we found a way to make some big money. So appreciate everybody taking the time to do just that with us. Lots of things happening here in the world of sports money. You guys got the VB MMA Picks Show featuring Ramon Scott. You guys can check that out. That's UFC Shanghai. We talked about this before. VB MMA Picks, the number 2 capper across the world on the MMA Tips Club. You don't want to miss that. He's here with us. We're rocking. We're rolling. We're going to do the morning steam at 9 a.m. We're going to give you guys the pre-gaming at 6 p.m. We're going to go First Strike tomorrow night. I just cashed a big winner last week, and we have a lot more to happen. Check out that college football bet that I gave you guys. There's multiple bets in that stream. It's going to be a lot of fun as we get ready for it's week 0. We've got plays. We've got action. We've got more to come between the NFL, college football, and everything else under the sun. So on behalf of my crew here, look at MMA Jeff, Ramon Scott. Appreciate you guys smashing that thumbs up if you haven't done so already. Think about Winnable. Support us. We want to keep coming back, giving it to you guys. Thank you all. Have a great night. Enjoy your evening. And we'll see you guys real soon. Shout out to everybody. Thank you, guys.